All right. We are officially going to get started, everyone. Welcome to the 3 simple solutions to getting rid of overwhelm, frustration, and stress in the kitchen. This is the masterclass, and I am so glad that you are here. And I don't take it lightly that you've committed to be spending the next 45 minutes with me. And as I mentioned, this is going to be a really interactive training. So we're going to have conversation together. So make sure to keep your chat open and we can interact with each other that way. Okay, let's dive into the 3 simple solutions to get rid of that overwhelm, frustration, and stress in the kitchen. All right. So you're here because you want to get rid of the overwhelm and get inspired in the kitchen. So it's really important that you block out all distractions. Give this time back to yourself. Whether you turn on that do not disturb, mute your notifications, close down some tabs. You can tape a note on your door that says strategy session and close the door. Or put your earbuds in and just ignore the world for the next 45 minutes. It's so rare these days that we give our undivided attention to anything, but you're here for a reason, and I want to make sure that you're able to focus on the training. And on that note, I have a special gift for you. I hope you're excited. Everything I'm going to share with you today is equally important, and it's critical for getting rid of the frustration that you stay until the end of the masterclass so you can get the full picture and the tips that I'm going to share. Basically, I'm going to bribe you. Close to the end of the masterclass, I'm going to post a link in the chat where you can get instant access to my chill to grill chicken barbecue family approved freezer meal recipes, plus a delicious and nutritious frozen dessert. This family favorites freezer meal recipe package is going to save you time and give you peace of mind when you just don't feel like cooking. Type "I'm staying" in the chat if you're committed to staying until the end. Yes, please. Staying, thumbs up for sure, staying, totally staying. All right. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome. Great. Here's my promise for you today. By the end of the training, I will show you how to shift away from the overwhelm of deciding what to make for dinner every single night and the exhaustion from leading a full and busy life, plus the responsibility of the shopping, the prepping, the cooking. We're going to leave that behind, and we're going to move to feeling inspired so that you can enjoy making healthy meals and feel confident and empowered about food and meal times. Does that sound good? Yes. Okay. Specifically, we're going to discover why what you've been doing for years to make healthier choices and to stay inspired in the kitchen, why that hasn't worked. And instead, I'm going to walk you through what does work. Imagine being able to skip over all the Googling and the trial and error and just do what works. I know that when I learned the key concepts that I'm going to share, that it changed my life. And I know that it can change yours too. Type yes in the chat if that sounds good to you. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, awesome. That is fantastic. Before we dive in, let me know if you can relate to any of this. So let me know which of these points resonate with you. Tell me in the chat which one that you can relate to the most. Number 1, are you tired of scrolling Pinterest or recipe blogs, hoping to stumble upon something quick, easy, and healthy? What about 2? Are you fed up with trying to figure out how to eat healthy? Is it low fat? Is it high fat? What is it? How about 3? Are you stuck in the rut of buying packaged processed food because it's cheap and convenient? How about 4? Are you unsure how to get motivated and feel inspired? Or is it number 5? Do you feel exhausted or frustrated with figuring out what to make for dinner? Let me know. Okay, Cheryl says definitely number 5. Daria, oh, these are so relatable. Definitely 3. Ashley says I'm in the camp 2 and 3. Oh, and Daria said 3 and 5. Diane, number 3. Amy says, yep, 5 for sure. Judy, 4 and 5. Heather, 1 and 5. And 1 and 5. So much time on number 1. I hear you. Jennifer, number 5. All right. Most of you are probably nodding your head in agreement to some or maybe all of these points. I promise you, your video is not on, okay? But I know because I've done all of these things too. So I'm telling you that whatever it is that you're doing and it's not working, it's not your fault. I know that it's really hard to figure out who's right and who to trust. And if you feel anything like I did, I would have done just about anything to get rid of the frustration and the confusion, except nothing seemed to work. Because what I'm about to share with you is that the fastest and simplest way to waking up every day, knowing what's for dinner tonight and tomorrow night. Okay, no more trying out the latest superfood or fad to make you feel better. Being able to enjoy dinner time again. Stop trying to figure out where you'll find the time. And finally, feeling empowered, confident, and motivated in the kitchen. This is the dream. This is what hope looks like. Tell me in the chat which scenario is the one that you really want. Which one best describes why you showed up today? Ange says number 1. Allison, number 1. Cheryl, number 1. Amy, 4 and 5. Ashley, 2. Jennifer, 1. Diane, 4 and 1. Judy, 1. Heather, 1, 2, and 5. Okay. Amazing. Before we go any further, I feel like I should formally introduce myself. So, hi, I'm Lisa, and I have a Bachelor of Applied Science in Engineering, and I love creating systems. I also have a Bachelor of Education, and I love teaching and sharing the knowledge that I have. I'm also a culinary nutrition expert and certified instructor from the Academy of Culinary Nutrition, and I love healthy food. Plus, I'm the founder of the Complete Healthy Kitchen program, which combines all of these skills, gifts, and passions together. My mission is to support women to feel healthier and more empowered and inspired in the kitchen. I'm also a mom of 3, and we still do pizza every Friday night, even though pizza is not a nutrient-dense superfood. And there are times that I still struggle and feel overwhelmed in the kitchen, but now I have the knowledge and the tools to make healthier decisions, and I know what I need to do to make the most of my time and get back my peace of mind quickly. So this was me 3 years ago when I was struggling with feeling gross, overwhelmed, confused, and frustrated with how to eat healthier, and tired from a busy day with no motivation left to do much for dinner. I was living meal to meal, opening up the fridge and hoping that inspiration would jump out. I would scroll through Pinterest, but that usually sucked up my free time, or I wouldn't have the right ingredients, or now I wasn't in the mood to try something new. I had subscribed to so many recipe and food blogs that my inbox was overflowing, but I didn't want to deal with it at all. My pantry was full of convenient processed food like crackers and granola bars, even when, because that's what my kids asked for. So I couldn't figure out why I was hungry all the time, even when I had just ate. I did buy healthy food, but it would usually go bad before I got around to using it. I remember one night I looked at the table and I noticed how brown everything was. I had served up breaded chicken breast with a side of corn and mashed potatoes. I was discouraged as a mom and wife because I was the one who was in charge of shopping and cooking, and I wasn't enjoying any of that. Anyone else ever feel like that? I see that Jennifer literally had almost the same dinner last night. Heather, she's had brown meals also. Okay, I'm not the only one. Cheryl definitely struggles with what to make every night. Judy, what can I throw on the table? I hear you. Okay. There was this feeling of disappointment and discouragement. And then I decided no more. Not knowing what to eat was not an option. Not knowing how to cook it, not an option. Feeling gross in my body was not an option. I made a decision that I was going to figure out how to eat and feel healthier and get a handle on making delicious and nutritious meals for myself and my family. Who wants to eat healthy if it doesn't taste good? Okay, that's when I started the journey that got me to where I am today, here with you, sharing my knowledge, experience, and step-by-step program so that you can skip over the years of trial and error and struggle that I went through so that you can get a handle on your time management and motivation in the kitchen. I'm so grateful that I made that decision to invest in myself, or I would probably still be trying to figure out if I should be following keto or paleo, downloading another generic meal plan that didn't work for me, or just looking at pretty food pictures on Pinterest or Instagram and not getting anywhere. So I went to culinary nutrition school and gained the knowledge that I was lacking, the skills that I was missing, and I had a program coach who gave me specific feedback, helped me find my motivation, and encouraged me to keep going, especially when life got busy. I did struggle with it, but I stuck with it. After this, I realized that I had to help others to do the same. So I became a certified culinary nutrition instructor and completed a mentoring program and began helping busy women just like you. As poet Maya Angelou said, I did then what I knew how to do. Now that I know better, I do better. What I discovered through all of the trying, a little of this and a little of that, wading through the confusing and often contradictory research of health benefits or treatments, that it wasn't that I was lazy or lacked the willpower. I figured out, in fact, that I had a lack of framework. And once I started to address this lack of framework, everything changed for me. And I want to share how I did that with you so that you can skip over the confusion and frustration too. Because there is a simpler way to get rid of the overwhelm and stress in the kitchen without having to go back to school or become a chef. Type yes in the chat if you want a simpler way of doing things. Ange says yes. Amy, definitely. Heather, please. Ashley, yes. Cheryl, yes. Give me simple. Judy, for sure. Keep it simple. All right. I will give it to you. Before we dive into the 3 simple solutions, I want to share with you just a glimpse into the personal transformation that I experienced. It's important for you to see and hear examples of what real success looks like so that you can ground yourself in knowing that it's possible for you too. So I didn't know what I didn't know. Learning the fundamentals helped create a solid foundation to springboard from. I almost didn't invest in myself because I wear so many different hats that my needs usually come last. I wasn't sure how I would find the time, but I was committed to learning and growing. And this I know about myself. I need accountability. Otherwise, I find excuses and procrastinate. Now we're ready for the 3 simple solutions to getting rid of overwhelm in the kitchen. For solution number 1, we're going to go and look at the real reason why the things that you're trying aren't really working. Let me know in the chat if you've ever experienced any of these examples. The fridge is full, but there's nothing to eat. Despite having gone grocery shopping, you're still stressing over what to make for dinner. So maybe you just order takeout or make the easiest option that you can find, like mac and cheese. Just buying ingredients because they're healthy or they're on sale or the kids begged doesn't work because there is no plan. How about this? You download a free meal plan hoping for new ideas. Most free meal plans are too generic and don't cater to your dietary restrictions or preferences, or they might have weird ingredients that you don't have on hand or that your kids won't even eat. Imagine being equipped to create your own system or plan that everyone is excited about and truly gives you peace of mind and frees up time and money. How about this? You rely on services like HelloFresh because at least you know they're healthy and easy. Okay, as much as I like to treat myself to food subscription boxes once in a while, they don't work long-term because 1, they're not cheap, so they take up a large portion of your grocery budget. And 2, because you don't have a system and a plan, you still don't know what to make for breakfast and lunch and the other dinners for that week. Am I right? Yeah, Heather says HelloFresh boxes were a disaster for her. Diane says the full fridge and the deer in the headlights look staring into it. Okay, how about this example? You buy the latest keto, paleo, vegan cookbook in hopes of using it, but it just sits on your shelf like all the rest. Hoping that the latest food trend will be the inspiration that you need to make healthy changes leads to disappointment when it doesn't deliver, or it has weird ingredients that you don't know how to swap out, or you just like looking at the pretty food pictures more than you do trying the recipe out, and you cross your fingers and buy the next new cookbook when it comes out. Jennifer says, so many cookbooks. Heather loves reading cookbooks. She even tabs all the recipes that she wants to make, buys the ingredients that she doesn't have, and then never makes them. I hear you. If you've experienced something like this, go ahead and let me know in the chat. All right. The real reason why whatever it is that you're trying isn't working is because you haven't uncovered what the root cause is. You may think that it's lack of inspiration or motivation. You may think that it's lack of time. You may even blame your limited food budget. Okay, I believe that the root cause, which explains why whatever you're trying isn't working, is lack of a framework. Now, what do I mean by framework? I'm talking about filling in the gaps of your nutritional knowledge, expanding your culinary skills, and developing and consistently using meal plan strategies. Because without addressing this root cause, this lack of framework and nutritional knowledge, the culinary skills and the meal planning techniques, feeling overwhelmed and stressed in the kitchen will continue. Solution number 2, how to stop the frustrating cycle of living meal to meal. How many of us have said something like this? I don't have hours to spend in the kitchen making meals from scratch. Well, what if I show you how you can find blocks of time to shop and meal prep without having to clone yourself? Or you've said it's too expensive to buy healthy food. Okay, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. I'll show you how to prioritize your grocery budget to get the biggest benefits. Okay, how about this? My kids, my hubby, they're picky eaters. Okay, wouldn't it be great to make a meal that has something for everyone so you don't feel like a short order cook? Or it's just easier to buy prepackaged food. Let me tell you, eating healthy doesn't have to be hard, but it does take intention. So what else do you hear yourself saying? What reality or mindset are you facing that has you stuck in a rut and you don't know how to get around it? You can let me know in the chat. Cheryl says, I'm the picky eater. Heather, it's time. Ashley, I just don't know what is actually good for my body. Okay. And the healthy options are expensive and discouraging. Okay, Cheryl, a lot of the time, I'm just too tired to cook. Jennifer says prepackaged foods are so easy. Amy is, you're too hungry to cook. And Judy, you want meals that you know are healthy and that others have tried and love. Okay, let me just say, okay, again, it's not your fault. We live in a culture where the food industry is not looking out for the health and well-being of its consumers. Its number one focus is profit. So it creates food-like products that trick our taste buds, and it produces marketing ads that tell us that we want cheap and convenient food, and so that's what we value. Our first step is awareness and being open to hearing about a new way to think about food and cooking and how to plan around food sensitivities, a limited budget, time constraints, limited energy. We can get off the roller coaster of the ups and downs and break the frustrating cycle of living meal to meal. Moving on to solution number 3 and the discovery that I made that changed everything for me. The reason that you showed up here today is because you want to feel healthier and more empowered in the kitchen. During my journey, I tried just about everything. I went to the gym, but I didn't see the number on the scale go down. I joined a weight loss program, which had specialized products. And when I met my goal and stopped the program, I didn't know what to eat to maintain my weight. And I went back to old habits and gained the weight back. I have spent hours looking up recipes online, but I still didn't know what to cook for dinner that night. I downloaded free meal plans, but then was disappointed when I couldn't make half of the meals because my kids would never eat them. I was feeling gross. Sometimes I was bloated and gassy. Other times I had low energy. Some nights I felt desperate because it was 5 p.m. and I still didn't know what to make for dinner. So I just threw some pizzas in the oven. Again, I would buy cauliflower or kale because I knew it was healthy, but I had no idea what to do with it. So it would sit in that drawer of good intentions in the fridge where the healthy produce goes to wilt and turn brown and eventually get thrown out. Anybody else have one of those drawers in their fridge? Okay, then I took a culinary nutrition certification and everything fell into place. I figured out the missing pieces that helped me to eat the right foods and feel healthier and empowered me in the kitchen so that I feel confident and have peace of mind about food and meal times. Now, the good news is you don't have to go back to school or take a certification course. You just need to deal with the root cause that we talked about in solution 1, which is the lack of that framework. Then you need a proven method, a step-by-step plan in place that addresses the root cause so that you can stop doing all the things that don't work and just focus on the key elements that do. I discovered that in order to develop a framework, I needed these 5 things. 1, to address the root cause of the overwhelm and the stress. 2, a step-by-step plan to teach me what to do and why. 3, address nutrition, culinary skills, and practice implementing both. 4, an expert that I can ask questions to and get support from. And 5, accountability with a personal coach and community group to answer questions. So would you rather stick to what you've been doing and stay in the rut, or are you open to a different approach? Let me know in the chat. Good. Heather's open. Cheryl would love to learn a new approach. Heather, get me out of the rut. Ashley, something new. Diane, yes, out of the rut. Judy, open to a new approach. Yes. Judy, I also need accountability. Heather needs the hows. Okay. I know that for me, I need accountability. I need someone to check in on me and for me to show them what I've been doing. How about you? Do you think that you'd be more successful if you had a personal accountability? Yes, 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 absolutely yes. Yes, sure. All right. Well, I completed the Complete Healthy Kitchen program because I know that as busy women, you probably don't have the time to head back to school and get a degree or certification to fill in the gaps. So I created a step-by-step program that summarizes all the essential things that you need to know in small, manageable amounts that you can consume at your own pace when you have a pocket of time. I not only teach the whats and the whys, but also the hows through demonstrating, through cooking videos, all the skills needed to try various delicious and nutritious recipes on your own and providing feedback on action tasks that you get that get you back into the kitchen, having fun and try new things. The personal accountability and support makes this coaching program a complete package. Okay, let's do a review of the 3 simple solutions that I went over. Here's what you've learned during our time together. Are you ready? Solution number 1, the real reason why whatever you're trying isn't working, and you discover that it's because of a lack of framework. Without addressing the framework for filling in the gaps of the nutritional knowledge, the culinary skills, and adding strategies of family and personal meal planning, the feelings of overwhelm and stress in the kitchen will continue. Solution number 2, to stop the frustrating cycle of living meal to meal, is by being aware of your current mindset when it comes to prioritizing your health, valuing healthy food, and managing your time, and being open to a different way that comes with support and accountability, and you know that there's hope and help available. Solution 3, the discovery I made is super powerful because I walked you through the 5 things that I've used personally and will use professionally with all my clients to get them feeling healthier and more inspired in the kitchen. 1, pinpointing what is causing the overwhelm and stress. 2, using a step-by-step plan to teach you what and why. 3, addressing any gaps in nutritional knowledge and culinary skills and learn how by practicing both in the kitchen. 4, having an expert, that would be me, to ask questions to. And 5, having accountability and support with the personal coach and a close-knit, private, peer-driven community group. You showed up today because you want to eat healthier without breaking the bank. Okay. You want a simpler way to achieve motivation and inspiration without wasting hours of confusing research or constantly having to look up recipes all the time. You want to stop feeling overwhelmed and stressed in the kitchen. And you want to be empowered so that you can feel confident, have peace of mind, and enjoy dinner time again. At the beginning of the training, I promised that by the end, I would show you how to shift away from the overwhelm of deciding what to make for dinner every night and the exhaustion of leading a full and busy life, plus the responsibility of the shopping, prepping, cooking, to feeling more inspired so that you can enjoy making healthy meals and feel confident and empowered about food and meal times. Now, here's the thing that I want you to remember. Everything I've shared with you today isn't some random theory or pie in the sky idea that I think might work for you. Everything I've walked you through today works. It's worked for me, and it will work for you. I don't have superpowers, although sometimes I wish I did. I don't get more hours in my day. We all have busy lives, families, going to work, or being a taxi driver for your kids, you name it. If I did it, I'm confident that you can do it too. You already know that you can get rid of the overwhelm and stress in the kitchen as long as you have accountability and a plan to follow. So you're halfway there already. Would you like me to help you get rid of your overwhelm? Type yes in the chat if you'd like me to help you get motivated and inspired. The chat's like blowing up. Yes, 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 please. Yes, 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 absolutely. All right, awesome. Okay, now you have a choice. Okay, you can continue to do what you're doing, like scrolling through Pinterest or Instagram, looking for new recipe ideas, hoping that inspiration will stick around, even though it never has before. Or you can choose this simpler path and use the Complete Healthy Kitchen program that comes with the step-by-step system and accountability so that you can get your goal. Okay, the choice is yours. Throughout this masterclass, you've heard me mention the Complete Healthy Kitchen program, and this is how I help you achieve making healthier choices and getting rid of overwhelm in the kitchen. Would it be okay if I took a couple of minutes to share how I can best help you right now? Type yes in the chat if you're game for hearing more. Okay, my job now is to equip you with the right information to enable you to make better choices so that you can feel empowered in the kitchen. Does that sound good? Okay, then I'm going to give you that bonus gift that I mentioned in the beginning of the training and move on to questions and answers. If you have questions, I'm here to answer them. All right. Yes, sure. Yes, yes, absolutely. Okay. Awesome. So I'm so honored to be sharing this opportunity with you because the best way that I can help you is by personally supporting each of you. So what I've done is I've set aside some time over the next week to talk with you personally about how I can support you to apply what we've been talking about today so that you can get rid of the overwhelm in the kitchen and free up more time to enjoy cooking again. And I do that with what I call the Healthy Kitchen Breakthrough Call. Okay. The best part is that in the 45-minute breakthrough call that you'll gain clarity because you'll be able to see how this system works. I transformed my life. So here's what we're going to do next. You can use the link that I'm going to paste into the chat. There you go. And we can call and we can chat. We can schedule a call with me right now. Okay. This is what it's going to look like when you head over to my online scheduler. Okay. Once you're here, you're going to pick your time zone and then one of my available dates. Okay. Then you pick a time that works for you. And after you schedule your call, then you'll get an email confirmation. Okay. The calls are done over the phone for everyone in Canada and the US, and I'll contact you at the start of the call. So just give me the best phone number to reach you at. Easy peasy. Okay. So now that you've seen how to schedule your breakthrough call with me, I want to cover a couple of specifics. So on the call, I'm going to help you gain clarity around where you're at, okay, what you're feeling overwhelmed or challenged with, what's working, what isn't, and offer you some next steps for moving forward. This way, by the time that the call is over, you'll leave with some helpful strategies that will help you to move forward. Does that sound good? Type, oh yeah, in the chat if you know that having a call like this would help you. Oh yeah, Amy, all right. Heather, oh yeah. Jennifer, oh yeah. I got a heck yeah from Trish, awesome. Need to chat from Judy, okay. Well, now you know how to use my online scheduler to pick a date. I have opened up a few extra time slots in the next week here in order to best accommodate you and what time works well for you. So here's an important thing to know. This call, it's free, okay? No strings attached. If you live down the road from me, we go and have a chat over coffee, okay? Now you might be thinking that the going rate for someone offering help like a therapist or a counselor is like $185 an hour. So what's the catch? Why is this call free? Well, first of all, the call is free because I understand the value of mentoring. And talking about healthy food and game plans is my passion in life. I'm here to support busy women to get healthier and feel more empowered in the kitchen in a way that doesn't involve taking a leave of absence from work or life to go and get certified, okay? I have a core value in my business where I offer value first. I start off by helping you with this masterclass and with a breakthrough call. I know that I can help you overcome some of the barriers that have been hindering you in your journey to better health and get more confidence in the kitchen in a super short period of time. Second, I know that many of you who are listening want more personalized support and accountability. If you're someone who knows that in order for you to succeed, that you need that, then great. We can discuss next steps on the call and if you're a right fit for the Complete Healthy Kitchen program. And you know what? If not, it's completely okay. We'll have enjoyed a valuable conversation with clarity, and you'll leave with a boost of confidence in what you're doing. There is one thing though. If you're looking for a quick fix or that elusive magic pill, a way to instantly be healthier or more motivated without any effort, then I'm going to say this call is not for you. Okay. This call is not for you if you're not ready to take action. Okay. If you're comfortable with where you're at and you don't want to make any changes, or if you don't want help from others, okay, then sounds like you're kind of, you know where you're at and you're comfortable with that. Okay. However, I know that this step-by-step system works and I want success so bad for each of you, but I can't be the only one putting effort in. I 100% believe, and I know that when you commit to goals using this system, then you will achieve success. So this is the first step to schedule a call with me. Okay, let's talk. So if you're someone who wants to be more confident and inspired in the kitchen and is ready to commit, then this call is for you. This call is for you if you're ready to stop trying all the things that don't work and focus on the step-by-step system that does work. Know that the road to success isn't straight, but if you're committed to take the next step, let's talk. Okay. If you want to learn about nutrition, how food affects the body, how to cook healthy and have fun, how to create and implement your own personalized systems, we can talk. And if you're coachable and willing to ask for support and accountability, please book a call. So if this is you, if you're someone who wants the support and accountability so that you can sidestep all of the obstacles that are holding you back, then make sure that you schedule your call because my time is limited. I don't have a call center or a virtual assistant doing the calls. It's you and me. We're going to jump on the phone so that I can do my absolute best to support you, okay? So even if you've bought a new cookbook, you've downloaded that blank grocery list template, and maybe it's worked for a little while, or maybe it didn't work at all. Even if you don't have a lot of encouragement when it comes to cooking from other family members, this works. This works because it's based on equipping and then enabling you, and includes the support and accountability that cookbooks and templates simply don't have. Okay, so head over to the online calendar. I put the link in the chat. You can just click on the link right now, because there's a really big difference between trying to figure out this on your own and working with an expert who's willing to journey alongside you. All right, it's bonus time. So thank you so much for attending this live masterclass today. As I promised, here is my family favorite freezer meal recipe package that you get as my gift to you for committing to your learning and growth in the kitchen. I'm going to put it in the chat so you have the link. You can click right on the PDF. Here you go, and it'll automatically start downloading, or you can copy and paste into your browser. If you have any issues, please don't worry, just email me and I'll make sure that you get a copy of it. What I love about it is you can do like a batch meal prep, right? How to cook chicken in all kinds of delicious and different ways. It's a great use of your time and your resources, and gives you that peace of mind in the evening when you just don't feel like cooking. All right, we have a few minutes left, and I have some questions that I normally get. So as you're typing your questions into the chat, I'm going to go ahead and answer a few of the common questions that usually come up. Okay, so some people say, you know what, I'm really busy. Should I book a call? Yes. Okay, I'll give you a call and we'll keep it to 45 minutes. And we can even take a look at how you can make more efficient use of blocks of your time so that you can actually free up more time in the evenings. Okay. Some people ask, I'm just looking for some inspiration. You know, is this call for me? You bet. Inspiration comes in many forms, and I plan on helping you feel inspired and motivated. All right, how about this one? I have no idea where to start. Will this call help? Definitely. On the call, we're going to focus on getting clarity around what the challenge is, what is and isn't working, and how you can move forward. All right, a few other questions that have come in. Okay, what about allergies and intolerances? You know what, we cover this in the course. Actually all of my recipes are gluten-free and dairy-free. And I'll also show you how you can swap out some other foods if there is an allergy or a sensitivity. So definitely. Having accountability and the right system is everything you need for success. Trish, absolutely agree with you. Okay, do you keep us accountable over time? Yes, this is a 3-month coaching program. So you will have that accountability, and we're going to build it into, right, an empowerment and a way for you to continue and to have the tools that you need to get that refresh, so that you don't just do something for 2 or 3 days and then fizzle out. We will equip you to be able to move forward with that. I'm really excited. So, okay, everyone, we did it. Thank you so much for attending today. As I said before, my mission is to equip and enable busy women by giving them a simpler way to get rid of the overwhelm, frustration, stress in the kitchen. If you booked a call, then I can't wait to talk with you. This call is all about me being of service to you. And if we both agree that you're the right fit, then we can discuss what that looks like. Either way, you're going to get so much out of our time together, and I'm really looking forward to talking with you. Thanks again, everyone. We'll talk soon. Aw, thank you. Heather, super inspired. Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks so much for the information. You're very welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, everybody, thanks so much. And again, we'll talk soon. And I can't wait to continue sharing motivation and inspiration with you all. Love from the kitchen, Lisa.